Leap to Unicorn with IDFC FIRST Bank in association with Moneycontrol and CNBC-TV18 Season 2.
Hello and welcome to Catalyst for Impact, an initiative of First Impact, the CSR division of IDFC FIRST Bank under the Leap to Unicorn program. In our previous episode, we witnessed the grand finale of Leap to Unicorn Season 2, where 5 exceptional startups emerged from a pool of over 6,000 entries. Now, these finalists showcase groundbreaking ideas with the potential to reshape industries, driven by visionary founders who captivated investors with their passion and ambition. Today, we are excited to introduce Catalyst for Impact, a newly launched initiative by IDFC FIRST Bank that takes a step further in supporting startups focused on social good. This program aims to empower social enterprises by providing the resources they need to make a difference. This includes grants amounting to 1.5 crore rupees with 50 lakh rupees for each startup that drives sustainable change. By offering funding, mentorship, and strategic support, IDFC FIRST Bank identifies and nurtures innovative startups tackling critical social challenges. From sustainable development to economic empowerment, Catalyst for Impact is committed to uplifting communities across India through entrepreneurial solutions that inspire and impact lives. Before we dive into the inspiring stories of 2 startups poised for incredible impact, we caught up with Rachana Iyer, Head CSR at IDFC FIRST Bank, to hear how the program aligns with the bank's mission to drive social change and empower the next generation of social entrepreneurs. Let's hear it then from Rachana Iyer. We're in conversation with Rachana Iyer, who leads the CSR function at IDFC FIRST Bank. Thank you very much for talking to us. I want to start by asking you about how IDFC FIRST thinks about CSR and within that catalyst for impact. How does it tie into your overall CSR strategy? Because this is something that you conceptualized for startups, that are doing something with societal impact for social entrepreneurs. So take us through your thinking.
So we really look at CSR as how do we leverage every rupee that we spend on CSR to create multiplier effect and impact. And for us, any CSR program that we launch, we always think of exit strategy right at the start, where we say, if the bank does not support this via grant funding after the next 4 to 5 years, will this program be able to stand on its own feet? Will this enterprise or NGO be able to be self-sufficient? So that is the premise of a lot of what we do under CSR. Now, Catalyst for Impact is one such program that we conceptualized. Under the bank CSR programs, we invest in education, livelihoods, specifically rural livelihoods and entrepreneurship. And now we've also pivoted into supporting for-profit social enterprises who are innovating and solving social problems, but with a business model.
What motivated IDFC FIRST Bank to prioritize these areas, and how do you envision long-term impact?
Yeah. So under Catalyst for Impact, we have 3 major areas that we're looking to fund via grant funding. The first is agriculture and other allied activities. Then we're looking at climate change and environment. And the third is disability and inclusion. Now, under these segments, we are looking for promising social entrepreneurs in the country who are solving via using some technology and innovation that they've developed. And these are 3 areas that are usually quite underfunded in the country. And to be very honest, a lot of corporates do not fund or invest in for-profit models because they think that a traditional approach of giving it to a non-profit or a charity is what real impact is.
Now, as part of this grant, I think you're offering 50 lakh rupees, right, to those who make the cut.
Yes.
What else can they expect from IDFC FIRST Bank? Beyond money, where else will you come in? Because you're already working on the ground through your CSR initiatives. Yes. You work with NGOs across the country, non-profits across the country. So what else can you do with them?
Yes. So one is, at that early stage, mentorship is very useful. And mentorship from people that really have done the same thing previously or crack this market. So we are partnered with AIC, which is our incubator for this program. And through AIC and also via our own employee engagement programs, we are providing mentorship to the startups. We are opening up networking opportunities for them so that other agri collaborators can maybe benefit. There are so many farmer producer companies in the country, few of which we ourselves have started via CSR. Nothing really stops us from linking these innovations to the FPCs that are being funded via CSR and other government schemes. So market linkage, mentorship, and also access to a lot of knowledge and resources is something that the entrepreneurs can expect.
Finally, is there any long-term goal that you have in terms of impact?
Yes.
What do you want to drive, through this?
Yes. So I think next year we'd definitely like to scale our assistive technology for people with disabilities segment. This year, unfortunately, we didn't really find enterprises that made the cut, but we are really trying our best because we truly believe that social enterprises that solve for problems that people with disability face is the need of the hour.
Yeah.
Non-profits are doing what they're doing. They are important for the ecosystem, but we are really looking at a space where we have people with disabilities themselves as customers paying for these products, and startups that are really able to problem solve for mobility or even for children in a classroom setting. How do you make a classroom truly inclusive for children with disabilities? So these are some problems that we are anyway solving via CSR programs, but we really would love to do it using technology and in a for-profit model way.
Great. On that note, thank you very much for talking to us, and here's wishing you and the program the very best.
Thank you.
That was a great interview with Rachana. I really enjoyed speaking with her. But on that note, it's time for a short break. But don't go anywhere, because on the other side, we'll bring you the stories of these inspiring startups. Stay tuned.
Leap to Unicorn with IDFC FIRST Bank in association with Moneycontrol and CNBC-TV18 Season 2. Leap to Unicorn with IDFC FIRST Bank in association with Moneycontrol and CNBC-TV18 Season 2.
Welcome back to Catalyst for Impact. It's time to meet the first transformative startup, Raheja Solar Food Processing, founded by Varun Raheja. Now, this groundbreaking company is revolutionizing the food processing industry by harnessing the power of solar energy to reduce carbon footprint and promote sustainable production practices. Varun and his team have a clear mission to address environmental challenges in food production while boosting local employment through community-based solar initiatives. The company is setting an inspiring example of how technology and sustainability can come together for a better future.
Namaste, this is Varun Raheja. I am the director and founder of Raheja Solar Food Processing. Professionally, I am a mechanical engineer, but by passion and by heart, I am a social entrepreneur. I have a passion that I want to support the people who are at the bottom of the financial pyramid. I love nature, so whenever I see a fruit coming out of a tree, I see it like magic. How can a tree can make something out of just water, air and nutrition coming out of soil? And sometimes those things goes waste. Like we humans are very greedy. We don't appreciate things which we don't like. But there are a lot of efforts which are being made by farmers, by the nature to grow those things. When I talk about that, I want to support people. I really want to increase their income by converting those waste into something value added. And that's where I started Raheja Solar Food Processing, where we convert farmers' excess products, which were supposed to be thrown away, into something value added. If I talk about the story of Raheja Solar, it started in 2015. I had like 60 classmates, and out of which almost आधे से ज़्यादा बच्चों के पापा जो थे वो farmer थे. As I'm a nature lover, I used to visit their farms. जब उनके खेतों में जाता था तो मुझे पता होता है कि कोई भी बाप ये नहीं चाहता था कि उनके बच्चे खेती में आए. एंड व्हाट्स अ बिग प्रॉब्लम दैट दे आर फेसिंग कि वो अपने बच्चे को चाहते हैं कि वो 8,000 रुपये की नौकरी कर ले, बट मेरे यहाँ करोड़ों की ज़मीन है, उस पर तो खेती मत कर. सो दैट्स वेयर वी थॉट कि कैन वी कन्वर्ट दोज एक्सेस प्रोड्यूस इनटू समथिंग बेटर. एंड दैट्स वेयर Raheja Solar Food Processing started, where we developed the most affordable dehydrator and portable as well, which farmer can use. अपने खेत पे उसको लगा के they can install it. And then they can dehydrate their excess produce using our machine without losing the natural color, taste. This is the best solution. If we can scale this thing, it will eliminate the problem actually. and transform the income of those small farmers. So if I talk about the biggest achievement of our company, I would say the farmers' products. You won't believe, now we have our products in the most premium store in London. So the billionaires of the world are trying those healthy snacks which are made by our farmers. I'm talking about the tribal farmers who are 1,000 kilometers away from the mainland cities. We are trying to solve a problem of food waste. But at the end, what we are bringing in is the inspiration for other micro-entrepreneurs or youths, the rural youths, to take this as a business opportunity to become independent. We were able to create almost like 1,000 micro-entrepreneurs in rural area who are now creating like 5,000 jobs.
Myself, Dr. B. Nagaraj, CEO and Vice President for Atal Incubation Center, RISE. This incubator is always driving the social entrepreneurship and social innovation and creating the social impact for the nation. The IDFC FIRST Bank is also focusing more on social impact. AI's RISE Business Incubators also focusing on UN SDG and creating some social impact. Take example of Raheja. They are more focusing into the agriculture thing. After getting this CSR fund, they are increasing the manpower in the village and they are increasing the job in that area, and they are using the solar technology. For solar technology is also in the UN SDG goals. So customized mentorship and strategy is needed for the startup. Every startup we have a tailor-made mentorship and strategical planning. So that mentorship team will handle that tailor-made training program and tailor-made advice and tailor-made strategical thinking implementation into the startup that is possible into the AI's RISE. And this social impact really very much needed for the country, because these startups is more focusing into the agriculture and waste management.
If I talk about IDFC FIRST Bank, they are doing a lot of work on the rural India part. That was the biggest inspiration because they are sharing the same passion like us, because there are very few people who actually care about the problem, who actually care about the impact, and who actually care about be the change maker in the market. So when you have someone who already built trust in the market, if we connect with them, it becomes like easier for us as well to expand and promote something which is impactful for the farmers. There are multiple things how this collaboration will benefit us. Definitely the fund would be there which will be utilized in the development of our product. How we can build in better solar dryers so that we can increase the efficiency of farmers. Because once we increase their efficiency, it will indirectly increase the income. As a company who is building the tech, who is building the market linkage, who is building their own ecosystem, it is important for this ecosystem to reach to as many people as possible to create impact. Otherwise, there is no point of creating your ecosystem. So this collaboration with IDFC FIRST Bank will definitely help us to reach to their network as well, where they are already supporting farmers, and how our additional impact can help them like support more and more farmers. So the grant will help us in three aspects, as I mentioned: more on the investment on the product, more on the investment on the product development, and also how we can promote this category into new geographies. I'm really thankful for the opportunity that we are getting from the program, because it's going to help us create more awareness what we are trying to build. Because as a social enterprise, there are very few programs out there, like even the VC world don't entertain us. So when those programs are coming out, who is helping us support more and more farmers, who is helping us to grow bigger and build a sustainable business, we are really grateful for that opportunity. Thank you so much.
Leap to Unicorn with IDFC FIRST Bank in association with Moneycontrol and CNBC-TV18 Season 2. Leap to Unicorn with IDFC FIRST Bank in association with Moneycontrol and CNBC-TV18 Season 2.
Welcome back to Catalyst for Impact. Next, we introduce another social enterprise that's turning sustainable practices into real change. Golden Feathers, led by Radhesh Agrahari and Mudita Agrahari, is a mission-driven company focused on producing eco-friendly, handloom-crafted products using sustainable materials like recycled feathers. By providing employment, skill building, and economic opportunities to tribal women, Radhesh and his team are making a lasting difference in their community. The company stands out as a model for sustainable enterprise, showcasing the power of business to create positive social impact.
हेलो, मेरा नाम राधेश है और मैंने 6th नेचुरल फाइबर इन्वेंट किया है बाय अपसाइक्लिंग ऑफ चिकन बूचरी वेस्ट। इंडिया में अराउंड मोर देन 77% लोग चिकन एज अ फूड खाते हैं, वर्ल्ड में 85% लोग चिकन एज अ फूड खाते हैं। यदि आप 1 केजी चिकन लेने जाते हैं तो आपको 650 ग्राम चिकन खाने वाला मिलता है और 350 ग्राम चिकन होता है वो वेस्ट होता है। ये वर्ल्ड का 3rd लार्जेस्ट वेट वेस्ट है, जिसमें आप ये देखिए कि 32.17% वाटर पॉल्यूशन का रीजन है। कई सारे फ्लूस का कॉज है, जैसे बड़े जानवर होते हैं उनका वेस्ट है, हम उसको रोक सकते हैं, पर ये एक ऐसा वेस्ट है कि ये 6 घंटे में खराब होने लगता है। अभी तक किसी ने इस पे काम नहीं किया। ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होता है, रेंडरिंग प्लांट बन जाते हैं या फिश को खिला देते हैं, बट इससे आप इस वेस्ट को जीरो नहीं कर पाते थे। टास्क ये था कि इस कचरे को छूने लायक बनाया जाए। 7 to 9 ईयर लॉन्ग जर्नी कि लाइक इसको मैंने छूने लायक बनाया। कोई भी हम केमिकल प्रोसेस कर रहे थे तो ये खराब हो जा रहा था, क्योंकि फेदर बहुत सॉफ्ट होता है। क्योंकि हम जैसे सपोज हम ब्लीच कर रहे थे या हम कोई भी केमिकल यूज कर रहे थे तो बीच की डंडी बच रही थी और फेदर हट जा रहा था। तो फिर हमने नेचुरली इसको सैनिटाइज करना चालू किया। धीरे धीरे हमें ये पता लगा कि जो ट्रेडिशनल क्राफ्ट है, जैसे सिल्क को प्रिजर्व करते थे 300-300 साल के लिए, वूल को, कॉटन को प्रिजर्व करते थे। पहले मल कॉटन था जो हैंड स्पन होता था, तो वो सारी चीज़ें हमने यूज़ करके इस फाइबर को एक्सट्रैक्ट किया, सेग्रीगेट किया और सैनिटाइज किया। अगर हम इन्वायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट की बात करें तो अभी तक हमने तकरीबन 77 लाख kg कार्बन एमिशन कम किया है। और आप ये देखिए कि तकरीबन एक चिकन में 50 ग्राम से 70 ग्राम फेदर होता है। आप ये देखिए कि हमारे पास 70,000 kg फेदर है। तो यदि अगर 1 kg फेदर हमने निकाले तो हमने 14.52 kg, करीबन 15 kg जो वेट वेस्ट था वो हमने पानी में और लैंडफिल में जाने से रोका। मैंने खारे पानी से पेपर बनाया और जब मैं इंडस्ट्रीज में गया, उस जगह पे गया, तो देवर शॉक्ड कि ऐसा पॉसिबल ही नहीं है पिछले 6000 सालों में कि वुड पल्प के अलावा पेपर बना नहीं है, तो चिंदी से बना या सेल्यूलोजिक मटेरियल से बना। तो हम लोगों ने एक सोल्यूशन दिया, तो ये था कि हम कुछ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट बनाए जो कि हम ग्रास रूट लेवल पे प्रोडक्ट ना चेंज करके रॉ मटेरियल चेंज करें। IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक एक कैटलिस्ट प्रोग्राम था जिसमें आपको अपने पिच देना था कि आप क्या इम्पैक्ट कर रहे हैं। तब जब हमने वहाँ पिच किया तो उन्होंने समझा कि हम इन्वायरमेंट के साथ साथ लाइवलीहुड दे रहे हैं, हम ग्रास रूट लेवल पे इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। जो मेरी वुमेन्स हैं जो कि वो हाथ से काम करती हैं, और मेरा मेन फोकस ये है कि मैं कोई भी ऐसा सिस्टम नहीं बनाऊं जो फुल्ली ऑटोमेटिक हो कि जो लाइवलीहुड को ख़त्म करे। तो उन्होंने जो ग्रांट दिया है वो हमारे स्केल अप को, जैसे कि हम अभी 20 kg पेपर बनाते हैं हाथ से, तो उन्होंने जो ग्रांट दी है उससे हम सेमी ऑटोमेटिक मशीन हमने डेवलप करी हैं, जिससे कि हमारी वो वुमेन आर्टिजन्स है उनको काम तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, साथ ही साथ हम मास मार्केट में जाके हम अपना प्रोडक्ट दे सकते हैं।
2012 में हमें राधेश जी आए हमारे पास, तो उन्होंने फिर हमें जैसे क्विल्ट है, जॉकेट बनाना सिखाया और ये फेदर पे फॉल वगैरह, मफलर, ये सारी चीज़ें इन्होंने हमें सिखाई। हमारे करीबन 1200 महिलाएं हमारे साथ जुड़ चुकी थी। 150 रुपये की हमारे इनकम होती थी हर महिला की। अब हमारे करीबन ये मान लीजिए आप 250 से 300 तक की इनकम हो जाती है।
सारा काम करते हैं हम यहाँ पे। न्यूज़पेपर भी बना लिया, बेडशीट भी बनाई, केस भी बना लिया, जीन्स भी बना ली, साड़ियाँ भी बना ली। तो हम सारे मिलके जूट बना के फिर आते थे और मैंने अच्छा से अच्छा कमाने लगे, तो इनको भी अच्छा लगा, इनके घर में भी ये सुखी और हमारे भी हम सुखी।
जो यहाँ पर जो लेडीज़ें 20-20, 25-25 सालों से काम कर रही हैं और यहाँ से कई लोगों ने रिटायर ले लिया, जैसे सावित्री जी थी, वो यहाँ से काम करके अब वो अपने उनके बच्चों की शादी हो गई, वो घर पे चली गई। जैसे अभी आपने देखा, अभी कुंती बाई जी से मिले, तो ये क्या है, जनरेशन टू जनरेशन, यानी इन्होंने खुद तो सीखा ही सीखा, बट इनकी जो बहू आई या इनके आसपास के जो रिलेटिव में आए, उनको भी बताया कि यहाँ काम हो रहा है। लीप टू यूनिकॉर्न से हमें जो ग्रांट आएगी, हम उसमें इनको पेपर बनाना, इनके और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वुमेंस को हम जोड़ेंगे ताकि वो क्विल्ट्स पे और पेपर पे काम करें, और ताकि इनसे और लाइवलीहुड और इनके पास रेगुलर बेसिस में काम रहे, ऐसा सीजनल काम नहीं है।
Really, that's a wonderful social impact startup. They are creating a sustainable solution from the waste. Actually, getting the fund for the startup is very, very difficult. That too for the early stage. And very importantly, if the startup is focusing on the social impact, getting a fund in the earlier stage is very, very difficult. So this type of CSR fund really enabling this type of startup into the businesses. Golden Feather, really they are creating a very good social impact. They are getting the CSR from the IDFC FIRST Bank. It will increase their resources and increasing their scalability and increasing their market visibility and grow their business.
अगले 5 साल में तो मैं चाहता हूं कि मैं 1000 करोड़ की कंपनी बनूं। हम लोगों ने B2C से हम लोगों ने B2B में आए हैं और हम पहला ऐसा वर्ड का पेपर लेके आ रहे हैं जो वुड फ्री है और कॉस्ट वाइज भी बहुत कम है। मार्केट भी हमारे पास अवेलेबल है क्योंकि हम पेपर बना रहे हैं, कोई ऐसा चीज कर नहीं रहे, तो हमें फंड्स और टीम की जरूरत है। IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स कर रहे हैं तो ये हमारे लिए बहुत प्राउड की बात है, हमारे जैसे स्टार्टअप के लिए प्राउड की बात है कि जहां हमें कोविड से पहले हम लोगों को अपने बारे में बताना पड़ता था, हम लोगों को बोलते थे कि नहीं हम ये कर रहे हैं, इससे हो सकता है, और आज इस तरह के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आके हमको बोलते हैं कि नहीं यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट। कि थैंक यू सो मच कि अगर आपने हमारे जैसे स्टार्टअप्स को आप ऐसे सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। आई विश कि हमें आपसे आगे फ्यूचर में भी आपसे हेल्प मिलती रहे और हमारे जैसे स्टार्टअप्स को भी मिलती रहे।
Catalyst for Impact, an initiative of First Impact, the CSR division of IDFC FIRST Bank under the Leap to Unicorn program, is empowering a new generation of entrepreneurs who are transforming ideas into tangible, positive change. By providing the right resources, mentorship, and funding, this initiative is helping startups make a real difference in communities across India. The stories of Raheja Solar Food Processing and Golden Feathers are shining examples of innovation, sustainability, and social impact. These remarkable enterprises are not only driving change, but also inspiring others to think creatively and act purposefully. With that, then, we come to the end of this special episode. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. To all the startups out there, keep building, keep dreaming, and keep getting inspired.
Leap to Unicorn with IDFC FIRST Bank in association with Moneycontrol and CNBC-TV18 Season 2.